The PXN V10 Racing Wheel is great for your PC and your PlayStation 4 gaming console, but does it actually work with the PlayStation 5? We're gonna find out. Hello and welcome back to Gears and Tech. We've already reviewed this racing wheel gaming setup on our PC. You can check out videos of that. We'll put links in the video somewhere where you can, go and have a look at those. But the one question that I had as I looked at how this kind of works is, how does the PXN work with your PS5? On the box, it lists that it works with PS4 and Xbox Series X and S and the old generation Xbox, as well as your PC, but it does not list the PlayStation 5. I don't even know what happens if I plug it into the PS5. So we're gonna answer a lot of questions. I think it'll work, and because I think it'll work, we're going to also test it with some driving games and see how it works with some driving games. So strap yourself in. We're going to go and test drive this ultimate racing simulator setup with your PlayStation 5. Before we get too far into this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below. If you've seen some of our content already and have not subscribed, we want you to join our community. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's get back to the video. So the first thing we need to do is hook up our PlayStation 5 to our monitor. I am going to use a gaming capture so that I can show you guys the actual footage in the game while we're using it, but let's get that PlayStation 5 hooked up. Now that the PlayStation 5 is booted up, it's time to just connect up the racing wheel and then plug it into the PlayStation 5 and see what happens. Really, we're just gonna see what happens. So I'm gonna start out going like this. Now this does have these clamps to hold it down, and we're gonna clamp it because if this works, it's going to take a lot of force to turn. Some people have complained that these clamps aren't that good, but they seem to be good for what I've done so far of testing. Okay. Now I don't want to plug the USB in yet because I don't want to ruin the surprise. I want to get this foot pedal plugged in. If I can find the cable for it. Let me plug this guy in. We'll plug this in down here. Like that. Slide that in. We'll hook the shifter up. I don't know if any of these games support the shifter, but we'll find out. So those of you who have this already know that there's a couple ways that this accepts connections. So everything can connect through the back of this controller, or it can connect individually through USB to the system. So we're putting it all through the controller so that I only have one USB to plug in. And that's in the front here. We're gonna plug that in like that, and we'll see. Oh, there we go. Okay, so the wheel has activated. Okay, now let me see. I'm gonna just get Need for Speed Heat. This is a PlayStation 2 game. We're just gonna get it hooked up and running and see if it gives me a controller option. Continue. Now I have played this game. Full disclosure, I've played this game a little bit. It's a fun game. So we're gonna see if it works. So it's not accepting inputs from this. Okay, so PS4 game, total dud, didn't work. So let's try and go for a PS5 game. So in this case, we're gonna do Dirt 5. And I think part of our problem is going to be that this controller is not showing up as a wireless controller or as a wired controller. It's showing up as a keyboard. So the game probably won't even recognize that it can do anything with this. Okay, so what you see me doing here, I'm screwing around with my Besavior, which is actually used to connect a lot of PlayStation 4 controllers to a PlayStation 5 system and use it as a PlayStation 5 controller. But no matter what, this is only showing up as a keyboard. I'm not sure exactly why it's not working as a PlayStation 5 controller, but it turns out the box says it only works with the PlayStation 4. It turns out that might be true. So currently, when I plug it in, I'll show you guys. Let me go back to the home menu. So when I plug it in the top corner of the screen here, what you're gonna see is, it's gonna say a keyboard has been connected. And it does a boot sequence where it's actually rotating the wheel, checking the range and all that. It looks good, but then that's where it ends. I can't go through the menu with the arrow keys. I can't select anything. Pushing all these buttons does nothing at all. Pushing that does nothing, nothing, nothing. So ultimately, and I guess I didn't really check these, but it seems like those also do nothing. So I'm sorry you've wasted this long to find out that it just doesn't work with the PlayStation 5. It says it doesn't work with the PlayStation 5, and it doesn't actually work with the PlayStation 5. But all is not lost. I will continue to see if I can find some workarounds to get this working, because this is an amazing controller. It would be great if it also works on your PlayStation 5. It does work on your PlayStation 4 and your Xbox systems. It's just PlayStation 5 that it currently does not work for. Possibly with a future update, it might start working, but for now, it just doesn't. Hey, thanks for watching all the way to the end of this video. We hope you enjoy the content in this video, and we'd love to have you come back. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And for those subscribers who are looking for that extra special thing that you can do to support this channel, consider joining our members group. That's where we're building this community, the Gears and Tech community, where we can all enjoy content together. You'll get special perks, which we'd love for you to check out by clicking the link down below. For those of you who are just happy to watch the video, that's okay too. You can check out some of our other content right over here, where we've got some previous videos that have already been uploaded and enjoyed by many of our viewers already. We do hope to see you again. This has been Gears and Tech. Have a great day.